Adiantum, life cycle of Adiantum or alternation of generation in Adiantum. If we look into the sporophyte of Adiantum, we can differentiate it into three parts, that is roots, underground stem and leaf. As we discussed that the stem is subterranean or underground and it is known as rhizome. From the lower surface of the rhizome, adventitious roots are arised. The rhizome contain brownish scars or scales-like structure known as ramenta. From the upper portion of the rhizome, leaves are emerged. The leaves are megaphylous and compound. This leaf is consist of a central axis known as rachis. The portion which is attached to the rhizome is swollen and known as stipe. From the rachis, various branch-like structures arise. These branch-like structures are known as pinna. This single branch is known as pinna. These branch contain small leaflets which is known as pinnules. If you look into the pinnule, the margins of the pinnule are folded on its back side, just like this. For example, this is a pinnule, its margin are folded on its back side. These folded margins contain sporangia in group which are known as sori. When the sporangia mature, it produces spores upon meiosis. These spores, when fall on a suitable place, it germinates and form the prothallus or gametophyte. The prothallus is heart-shaped and photosynthetic. It bears archigonia and entheridia on the dorsal surface and rhizides on the ventral surface. When water is available, the entheridia produces sperms and archigonia produces ovum. The sperm swim towards the archigonia in water in response to a sweetish fluid secreted by the archigonia and fertilize the ovum. Zygote is formed inside the ovum which develop into zygote is formed inside the archigonium which develop into embryo. The embryo then produce the sporophyte. Hence, the life cycle of the Adiantum continue. As you can see that the sporophyte produce the gametophyte and the gametophyte produce the sporophyte. Hence, alternation of generation occur, where the sporophyte generation produce the gametophyte and the gametophyte produce the sporophyte. If you look into here, this is the sporophyte which is diploid. This sporophyte produce sporophylls. These are the sporophylls. These are also haploid. The sporophyll produce sporangia as we discussed on its folded margins. These sporangia when mature they produce the spore. Spore is the first cell of the gametophyte generation which is haploid. Here meiotic division occur. The spore when fall on a suitable place, it produce the prothallus or gametophyte which is also haploid. The gametophyte when mature, it produces entheridia and archigonia. Entheridia produces entherozytes and archigonia produces ovum. When entherozyte fertilize the ovum, it produces zygote which is the first diploid cell and it is also the first sporophytic cell. The zygote develop into embryo and the embryo produces the sporophyte. Hence, the life cycle of Adiantum continues. The sporophyte generation alternates with the gametophyte and the gametophyte again alternate with the sporophyte. This is called alternation of generation.